The Mersault Investigation by Kamel Daoud. This is what I wrote about it. This book was published in 2015, and I wrote, this is a strange book. The brother of the anonymous Arab killed by Mersault on that beach in Algeria tells his tale as an old man years later. Mersault was the protagonist of Camus The Outsider, and I've done a review of that earlier. This is a really interesting book. The old man doesn't so much tell his tale exactly as ramble around the topic of this murder in the person of an old drunk in nightly conversations in a bar. And the person he's talking to is us. It's Camus' readers. And the narrator, while he's telling this drunken ramble, he conflates Mersault and Camus in terms of their appearance, their notoriety, their colonial attitudes. Sometimes he very playfully implies that Mersault escaped execution at the end of The Outsider, and Mersault was actually the author of The Outsider. Topics like the liberation of Algeria and its post-colonial life, they're slyly but tangentially referred to throughout the book, and the narrator himself murders a Frenchman in the early days of the liberation, so it's a mirror image of what happened in The Outsider. The narrator is a godless person. In many ways he's a modern Arab existentialist. The voice of the narrator is absolutely terrific. He builds an identity from somebody who, was quite alien to me when I started reading it, but by the end he'd become closely familiar. So this is a very clever book, I think, and it's very engagingly written. It draws you in, it plays with you as a reader, and it tells you a lot of things, and it makes you think. And in some ways this feels, might be sacrilege in some quarters to say it, but this somehow feels like a far more sophisticated and deeper book than Camus' classic The Outsider. It's well worth a look. I was very impressed by it.